Nicholas Boyk, last updated 1348, December 5, 2017. Bruce Stewart runs the first car yard in Wellington specializing in electric cars. How do you convince the public that electric and hybrid cars are the future? That is the challenge facing Bruce Stewart of Coventry Cars, in Petone. This week he opened Wellington's first car yard specializing in selling second-hand electric and hybrid cars imported from Japan. Electric and hybrid cars that run on electricity or petrol vehicles have a small but loyal following, and Stewart said the challenge was getting the 90% of people who did not understand the technology to give it a go. Read more. Green Car of the Year goes to Honda Motor Industry, and for radical change Toyota betting big on hydrogen. Sigurd Magnusson of the Better NZ Trust agreed that most drivers had little understanding of the technology. He advised councils and businesses on how to change to electric and believed that getting people to change was not hard. The reason that there is that 90% is because they have not tried one. As soon as you get someone behind the wheel, they will emotionally accept it. Magnusson drives a Nissan Leaf and had found it cheap to run and reliable. The only thing I have had to change are tires and wipers. Electric cars had a reputation for lacking power on hills, but Magnusson said that was a myth. That is why you have to whip them potential buyers into a car for a test drive, because once they go over the Wainui Omada hill, they will say, gosh, this is better than my petrol car. One of the problems with electric cars was the lack of charging stations and the distance they could travel per charge. His Nissan Leaf needs to be recharged every 150 kilometers. That was a problem if you wanted to go to Auckland and back. Magnusson said, like any form of new technology, it was a matter of adapting it to your needs. What I'm seeing is a lot of people having a cheap electric car to do all their day-to-day running around. If they decide to go to Taupo or Whakatane, they will hire a car, take the plane. He also wanted to change the perception that it was best to wait until the technology behind electric cars improved. If we waited for technology to become cheaper and better, no one would own a cell phone or a flat-screen TV. We would still all be waiting for the perfect model. His advice to Stewart was simple. Basically needs to get as many people to go for test drives as possible. The thing is that electric cars will sell themselves. Stewart is importing late-model, low-mileage vehicles, with hybrid selling for under $30,000. The two electric models he is concentrating on, Nissan Leafs and BMW i3s, sell for under $27,000. Rather than looking at the limitations, Stewart wanted to focus on the benefits. It cost about $2 a charge and vehicles required little maintenance. There was also the benefit to the environment. There is something very liberating about a car that is not relying on petrol, but we are obviously in it from a business point of view, and it is the way of the future. Magnusson said there were 5,804 electric cars in New Zealand as of November 30, with 465 purchased in November 2017, compared to 504 in all 2015. Wellington has 604 electric cars. Stuff.